I'm Antonio Thompson, Digital Mentors coach and mentor. Some of you may know me as a Meta Ads instructor, while others might know me in the community as a coach. No matter how you've come to know me, today I'm here to share with you a secret that has significantly shaped my journey and contributed to my success. And this secret is, my friends, the power of doubling down on your unique strengths. So take a moment and let that just sink in, right? Doubling down on your unique strengths. It sounds pretty simple, right? It sounds, oh, that's pretty straightforward. I understand that. Yeah, you'd be surprised how often we overlook this simple strategy in our desire, our quest for success. And so, Albert Einstein once said, right, everybody is a genius, right? Everybody's a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. Now, that's an Einstein level observation for you. And it's totally applicable to our topic today. We all have unique strengths, right? Things we're naturally good at, things we love doing, things that bring out the best in us. So what if instead of trying to climb trees, right, we the metaphorical fishes, right, stick to swimming and becoming the best swimmers we can be. So we're going to explore on this morning's call the power and the potential that lies in identifying and just embracing our unique strengths, because this is extremely relevant and important to us as knowledge-based entrepreneurs. Right, we work in an environment where an environment that thrives on innovation and diversity of thought, and our unique strengths can give us an edge to stand out and succeed. So let's dive right in. The first thing is one is like identifying your strengths, right? First and foremost, to double down on something, we got to know what that something is, right? In this case, we're talking about strengths, right? Your strengths are your natural talents, your skills, your passions, right? They're things that you do effortlessly, right? The things that energize you and make you kind of lose track of time sometimes, right? In essence, these are like your superpowers, right? Like, Spider-Man has superpowers, Batman, these guys, these action figures have superpowers, right? And we have to identify, right, our superpowers, and it's not always easy to find, right? We tend to take the things that we're really good at for granted, or worse, right? We fail to recognize them at all because they just come so naturally to us. So to discover these hidden gems, right, we've got to dive deep into self-reflection, right? We got to pay attention to the activity, the things that we do that give us joy, right? The things that are, you know, um, uh, that we're really good at, the things that often others come to us to get help with, right? This process of self-reflection can be immensely enlightening, empowering, and even transformative, right? You might remember thinking back to your college days or high school days, right? When maybe you aced an exam, right? A particular subject with little to no effort while others struggled, right? Or maybe you've um, noticed that you're exceptionally good at resolving certain challenges or conflicts or brainstorming, right? Creative ideas. Perhaps you have a knack for connecting with people and ability to, express complex ideas in simple words. For me, when it comes to paid advertising, specifically on Meta, right? I have a way of explaining it that even the novice, like someone a just beginner, can understand. Right? All of these are clues that can point you towards your inherent strengths. So during this video and this call, I'm going to give you a couple of action steps that you can take, and dive into this a little bit deeper. So action step number one, kind of your first assignment, is take some time and make a list of your strengths, right? Write them down, say them out loud, put them in your phone, write it on a poster, hang it on your wall, whatever you need to do to keep those strengths at the forefront of your mind. This will be almost like a mantra, your affirmation, so to speak, your personal key to extraordinary success, right? So, number one is identifying your strengths. The second part of this, and I talk about this quite often on these calls, it just seems to always come back to this. Um, it's cultivating a mindset, right? A growth mindset that helps us leverage these strengths effectively, right? This is where the concept of a growth mindset comes into play. A growth mindset, as defined by renowned psychologist Carol Dweck. And this is the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. In contrast, right, a fixed mindset assumes that our capabilities are static and unchangeable, right? Growth mindset sees potential for development in every area of our lives. And so it places special emphasis, this growth mindset, on leveraging our natural strengths, right? With a growth mindset, we understand that our inherent talents are just the starting point, right? What we have right now are just the beginning point, and we can enhance these talents significantly through continuous learning, through experiences, and through daily practice. Right? Having a growth mindset, we understand how the mind changes, right? It changes the way we approach our personal and professional lives. We start seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, right? We embrace the fact that effort is a necessary part of the journey, right? Effort is a necessary part of the journey towards mastery. And we become resilient with a growth mindset, right? Despite setbacks, despite challenges, right? In the face of adversity, right? We know that these are just stepping stones, building blocks to success. Most importantly, a growth mindset empowers us to harness our strengths to the fullest and achieve extraordinary results. So, your second action step or assignment is reflect on your mindset, right? Reflect on where you are with your thinking, right? Are you leaning towards a fixed mindset or growth mindset, right? This is where we can be real honest with ourselves, right? It's okay to have a fixed mindset. There's nothing wrong with it. The important thing is to recognize that you have one and taking steps to cultivating more of a growth mindset. And if you're interested in learning more about this concept, right, I highly recommend Carol Dweck's book. It's called, I have it somewhere here, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success. It offers invaluable insights on how our mindset shapes our lives and how we can cultivate this growth mindset. All right, so number two, developing a growth mindset. Number one was identifying your strengths. So by now you understand and you identify your strengths, cultivate a growth mindset. You're now set up to make the most of your unique talents. But there's one more thing you need to do, and that's seek out and create opportunities that align with your strengths. Right? This is like setting the stage, right? The stage for your strengths to shine. To do this, you got to be proactive and strategic. Right? You need to understand. This is all about, this is both personal related and also professional related, right? We're talking our businesses, right? We got to understand our industry, our field, and find ways to fulfill the needs of our industry with our strengths. Case in point, me as an example, right? I understood that the industries that I wanted to work with struggle with generating leads and sales, getting customers. And so relying on my strengths with paid advertising, what I love, like I can leverage that to help this niche, right? So choosing whatever that is for you, the industry, the projects, the the products you create, right? Choosing them and making sure they align with your strengths, allowing you to leverage your strengths, right? Seeking, the jobs, seeking, um, projects, things that are aligned with your specific skill set, or even creating new opportunities that match your passions, right? What about that? Creating opportunities that match your passions, right? Maybe you're really good at public speaking, or you love sharing knowledge, right? You could look for opportunities to host workshops, webinars in your field. If you're a whiz at like technology or coding, or you love solving complex problems, right? You could seek roles that are developing technologies, right? Ideas that make you shine, right? You want to align your opportunities with your strengths. And this is a powerful strategy to help catapult you to extraordinary success. It really allows you to be in your element and work in your element, right? It leads to happiness, satisfaction, increased productivity, and just overall well-being. You're happier, right? You're more fulfilled. You're excited about doing things, right? I get excited when on these calls. Definitely, I love. It's another skill set of mine. Like I love to teach and coach and give back. Right, that's a passion of mine, and so I get excited for these calls. I get I'm really into giving back to the community, and so you got to find out what that is for you. Right, there's an opportunity for me to give back. So your third assignment is identify at least one opportunity this week that aligns with your strengths. Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a job or a project or something like that. It could be as simple as, a group like this, a course, a network, um, even a new book that you want to read that can help you harness your strengths. And as Mark Twain said, right, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. Right? The secret to getting ahead is getting started. So find an opportunity, create an opportunity, take this first step, seize that opportunity, and let your strengths guide your way to success. So here's the thing: once you get into motion, things will start to happen for you. Right? Once you make a choice, right, it's the first step to the next step. And it's going to guide you towards other steps as well. Lastly, doubling down on your strengths. Doubling down on your strengths. This can lead to incredible outcomes. It can help you achieve results that seemed impossible. It can open doors to opportunities that were once out of reach. It can lead to levels of success that you've only dreamed of. But more than anything, doubling down on your strengths can bring a sense of fulfillment and happiness that's hard to match. Right? It's like stepping into your destiny, playing the role you were born to play. And Steve Jobs said it best, right? Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, right? And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to do what you love. The only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And so when you're doubling down on your strengths, you're essentially doing what you love, right? You're essentially doing what you're great at. It doesn't get much better than that, right? Doubling down on the things that excite you, the things that bring you joy, the things that you're really good at, doesn't get any better than that. And guess what? When you're doubling down, when you're good at something, the results will follow. The income will follow. The people will follow. Right? You don't have to. I think I heard the quote someone say, I forgot who it was. And double down your strengths, but go hard on your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. Yeah, everything you're good at is great, right? You're gonna be bad at some things. Don't worry, I'm bad at a lot of things, but I don't have to do those things. I can, get somebody else to do them, or I can do them. I can get somebody else to do them, basically, right? So when you're doubling down on things that are important to you, things that you do well at, the opportunity is pretty much limitless, right? But remember, doubling down is not about becoming complacent or settling for what you're already good at, right? It's about taking your inherent talents and skills to the next level, right? It's not just saying, "Oh, I'm good at this particular task. Let me keep doing it the same way over and over and over again and not growing." That's just becoming complacent, right? You definitely want to get better at the things you're really good at, right? Don't take your talents and skills for granted, right? Use them and continue to level up, right? Continuously learning and upskilling, right? It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So double down on what you're good at. Get better each day at it. Your final assignment is to make a commitment, right? Commit to investing in your strengths, right? This could mean simple as reading a book, signing up for a course, attending a workshop, finding a mentor, even joining a community like this that supports your growth. Because the ultimate goal is to keep enhancing your strengths and keeping them sharp and relevant. All right? Enhancing your strengths and keeping them sharp and relevant. So we've covered a lot of ground today, and I feel confident that you are now equipped with a strategy. You know what? A strategy to that can lead you to extraordinary success. Right? We learned about the power of doubling down on your strengths, the importance of identifying these strengths, and the big one for me is the role of a growth mindset in leveraging our strengths, right? The role of a growth mindset, because there's going to be doubt creeping in. Am I good enough? You know, am I worthy? Who's going to pay me for my strengths? Right? Do I really know what I know? What I know? Right? There's going to be doubts, but having a mindset, a growth mindset. Hey, I'm good at this thing, right? I can become better, obviously, at doing this thing, but I'm really good at this thing and I'm passionate about it. I love doing this. Let me learn more about it. Let me find mentors or coaches who are doing the same thing that can guide me along the way. The other part of this that I talked about was aligning opportunities with your strengths, right? Whatever that strength is you have, right? Where's there a connection between an opportunity? Right? Is there a community that I can be a part of that I can showcase and share my strengths? Is there something I can create that's going to help people and allow me to display my strengths? So I urge you to take the action steps we discussed earlier seriously, identifying your strengths, cultivating a growth mindset, seeking out opportunities that align with your strengths, and investing in enhancing and growing your strengths. Remember, this this isn't a one-time process, right? It's not a one and done, right? It's a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. Case in point, I like sports analogies, so I use them, right? Yes, there's some great athletes out here in the world, right? Great athletes. But they didn't start out as great athletes. Yeah, they may have been, had inherently great talent, but that talent had to be cultivated over time, years. And the same thing is true for us, right? We have innate ability, we have innate talents. The question is, are you cultivating it? Do you know you have a talent? Right? Do you find something that you're really good at? Are you cultivating? Are you watering? Are you fertilizing that particular talent? If not, I don't want to get spiritual and religious, but you could be wasting a God-given talent. And so as I wrap up this conversation, I want to leave you with a quote by Winston Churchill. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking your potential, our potential. Right? Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, because there are some strong, weak people in the world. There are some not so smart people in there that are having success, right? But continuous effort is the key to unlocking your potential. So keep putting in the effort, keep doubling down on your strengths, and just watch as you unlock levels of success you've never imagined before. Cool. All right. Let me go to the comments. I actually had my screen on the the private chat. So I was like, is anybody on this live? But now I see all the comments on the public chat. So let me say, what's up, David? Hey, Robert, Elizabeth, Anthony, good morning. Rick, good morning. Dee Dee, what's going on? Elizabeth, how's everybody doing today? Let me cool beans. Takeaways, biggest ahas. Let me know in the chat. What are your thoughts? It's really about you've got success built into you, right? It's already within you. It's a matter of tapping into it, right? That's really what it is. Yes, there's going to be doubt. Yes, there's going to be obstacles along the way, but once with the right mindset, right, anything's possible. With the right mindset, hey, this is all doable and possible, right? I love doing this thing. I love talking to people. I love running ads. I love creating content. I love speaking to blank type of person, right? That's where I get my energy. That's where I feel like I can help people. And I want to do more of that. How can I become better? Right? How can I use this skill set, this inherent strength to help other people? And oh, by the way, build a business around it. Oh, and by the way, help my family. Because that's where success comes from, right? If you start a business that you have no passion or desire for, it's going to show. Right? If you just create a business because you want to create a business and you're not excited about it, you're not passionate about it, you don't have the skill set around it, it's going to show. It probably isn't going to do well. People that are passionate about what they're doing, think about the successful entrepreneurs in the world, right? The Mark Zuckerbergs, the Oprahs, the Jay-Z and Beyonces, right? They're passionate about what they do, what their core strengths are, right? They're passionate about that. Yeah, they may invest in other opportunities and things of that nature, but they're not running those businesses, right? When you focus on one lane, the thing that you're great at, the opportunities are endless. The potential for growth is ginormous. But when you're like, I could do this. This might be a thing I might be interested in, and you're not 100% about it, it's going to show. It's going to show. Like an example, like when I first started in entrepreneurs starting a business, like I was all over the place, right? In terms of marketing, right? was trying to blog. I was posting on Twitter or what's it called, X all the time. I was doing YouTube videos and Facebook Lives. Yeah, I was doing it, but was I passionate about it? Mm-mm. You not saying that you could tell that I was like half in, half out, right? But I didn't get excited about, hey, I'm gonna go up and record a video. I'm gonna go do a blog post. I wasn't excited or passionate about doing the work. On the other side, when I started doing the advertisement of running paid ads, I I enjoy that. I get up and I want to figure out what's going on, what's happening, creating new campaigns, understanding audiences, looking at numbers. I love that. What is it that you love that gets you excited, that gets you up in the morning? Right? Let me know in the chat. What do you think your strength is right now? Put it in the chat. Let me know what's your one strength. What's your strength right now? If you had to choose, when that was assignment number 1, right? Assignment number 1 was take some time, make a list of your strengths, but don't make a list. Give me one strength that you think you have. What are you really good at? Write it down. What are you really good at? I love going to the gym. Love working out. Awesome. Project management. Awesome. Love it. What else? What else are you really good at? So take those strengths, right? And now, okay, I've got this thing that I'm really good about and customer service. And with this strength, do I find myself leaning more towards a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Am I one to see that, oh, this is a skill that I have and I can definitely grow and enhance it and build upon it? Or am I one to say, oh, I got the skill, but it's all I can do. I can't, it's not going to get any better. I can't, I can't grow upon it, develop it, become an expert at it. Or am I like, yeah, I can take the skill set and do some things with it. Turning bad situations around, delivery service, customer service. Love it. Cool. So we all know things that we're great at or good at, right? Things that we are excited about, we get passionate about. Now you just sit here and connect that particular strength with something that's an opportunity, right? Whether it's your opportunity that you create or an opportunity that presents itself. And you just double down on it, right? It's kind of like, it's like marketing, like I just talked about in the example, right? If you are building a business, there are things that you love doing. I talked about this in my last call, right? There are things that you do on a daily basis that get you results. And so, like, why try and incorporate other strategies that aren't getting you results yet when you were excited about and you're confident and you're an authority in this one space, right? Doing videos. I love doing videos. I'm going to do videos all the time. But let me test out this other thing. No, focus on videos. Right? That's a strength. So it works in every aspect of our lives. Right? What are we good at? What do we enjoy doing? What gives us the most joy? Does that make sense? I'm just trying to connect it all to like business and life. I want to make sure it makes sense. Are you getting what I'm throwing down here? Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Makes perfect sense. Love it. Love it. So can you commit to this week? Right? Can you commit to focusing on a strength, doubling down on it? One strength, right? Whether it's in your business, in your life, something that you're really feel connected to and passionate about, that's going to help you get to the next goal. We talked about goal setting last time too, right? Is there one thing that you can focus on this week that's going to be the driver of the ship, the car, move things forward? Focus on that this week and go all in, double down. And I'm not gonna say I guarantee, but if you do that, you'll be pleasantly surprised at the outcome and the results you get after a week. If you go all in on this one thing that you love, that you're good at for 7 days, you'll get results. You will get results. And results could be anything, right? It could be, we're talking marketing and business, it could be a couple of leads. It could be a couple of sales. It could be engagement on your video, right? It could be any number of things. But if you do something consistently for 7 days, one thing on align with your strengths, you will get feedback. And that feedback will tell you, hey, I'm on the right path. Or B, I need to rethink some things. But regardless, right, you're focusing on something you're passionate about and good about, feel good about, and those results will help you make decisions. Because what happens is we try something for a couple of days, a couple hours even, then it's like, oh, squirrel, something new comes along. And we lose sight of the thing that we were focused on, right? That was one, could have been well, if you're aligned with your strengths and your things you're good at, could have been the game changer for you. But you got distracted and went someplace else. So again, continuous effort on this one thing, this strength that you have, is the key to unlocking your potential. Give you one more example in my own life. So, I run a marketing agency, basically focusing on paid advertising, and we've been dabbling a bit, trying to get into sort of the pest industry, so working with pest control companies. And we started out with a couple of different lead magnets. One was like 5 steps to get more leads. Other one was like a marketing plan. And we ran some ads to it, got like a couple, well, ran ads to the 5 steps to get leads or whatever, and we got some leads from it, but no appointments were booked. And so in my mind, I was like, man, this thing isn't working. Let me shut it off and try something else. So I shut the ads off and went to the marketing plan. Now the marketing plan started running, ran ads to it, got a couple of leads as well, no appointments. So I shut it down. And I scrapped the whole thing. Never came back to it. Maybe like a month or 2 later. Just scrapped it, went to something else. And something told me about a couple of weeks ago, hey, let me try this thing again, right? Because I know what I know in terms of advertising and running ads. Let me try something again. So started running ads to the 5 ways to get leads, made some adjustments to the ad copy, some of the images, and boom, started getting leads. Awesome. Added in some, additional follow-ups and emails, because I know all the things I should be doing, right? We all know the things we should be doing, but are we always doing them? No. And honesty, right? We don't always do them. So I was like, all right, let me throw in some follow-up and some emails, some text messaging, and some retargeting ads. Boom, we're getting appointments. Awesome. So my point of the story is like, we're so often to throw in the towel before we even like test, adjust. We know what we need to do, But oftentimes we're just like, that's not working. Let me try something else. Let me go to another niche. And that's kind of was my mindset, my team's mindset. Let's try another niche because pest control ain't working for us. But when you double down on something that you're good at, you know you can get results in, you know it can actually produce, right? Don't give up. Don't quit on it because of one failed campaign or one failed strategy. If you're good at it, you know this is your strength, stick with it. Focus on it. Make revisions, adjust. Because all it is when you're doubling down on something, you're getting feedback. And that feedback is going to help you make decisions. So the story is meant to say, hey, go with something for a decent amount of time. And then reflect, refine, review, and reset. Do it again. Because your success, right? The true potential comes in the continuous action of doing, right? If you're not doing, you're not getting feedback. If you're not doing, you're not getting results. If you're not doing, things ain't just going to happen for you. So you got to be doing, testing, reflecting, refining in every aspect of your life, whether it's, your professional realm, your personal realm. You got to test, but make sure it's in line with your strengths, right? I'm not going to go out there and test like messenger conversations because that just ain't my thing. But whatever your strength is, go all in on that. Test, reflect, review, refine, make it better. Was that helpful? If that was helpful, let me know in the chat. Thumbs up. I greatly appreciate y'all for hopping on this call, but go all in on your strengths. Double down on what you're good at. And I guarantee you, that's a guarantee. I guarantee you with continuous effort, continuous growth, continuous investment in your strengths, you will unlock unmatched, unparalleled potential and success. All right. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all on the next one.